Uses of Foley's catheter in gynecological practice. Foley's catheter is used before starting any major operations like LSCS, hysterectomy, or laparotomy. In these cases, the bladder is kept empty as there is risk of cut over the bladder, especially when I am opening the peritoneum in the lower part of the abdomen. The other advantage of pre-operative catheterization is one can document exact urine output during surgery, and if there is hematuria, then bladder injury is suspected, it can be explored and it can be repaired simultaneously. Sometimes the tip of the catheter is also seen through the hole in the bladder. This Foley's catheter can also be used as a drain in the post-operative period. This catheter is introduced through the flanks and is connected to the bag, which drains the fluid by gravity. Hence, the bag is fixed at a lower level than the patient's bed. The purpose of this drain is to identify any collection of blood or discharge from the peritoneal cavity. Hence, timely intervention can be done. If there is excess of bleeding in the peritoneal cavity, patient can be reopened or sonography can be done. Sometimes the catheter helps for better healing of the wound also. Continuous catheterization is advocated to document the exact urine output. Thus, possibility of fluid overload or hypovolemia can be correlated clinically. In the postoperative period, the catheter is removed once the patient is ambulatory or she is out of the effect of anesthesia. If the urine is not draining properly from the catheter, check for any blockage or kinking of the catheter. Perineal washes and catheter care is of extreme importance when the catheter is kept for several days. Like we have done the repair of the bladder injury or vesicovaginal fissura repair has been done. In these cases, continuous catheterization is required for 1 or 2 weeks. Long-term catheterization is also practiced in cases of spine injury or hemiplegia, hemiparesis cases. Sometimes this Foley's catheter can also be used for the suprapubic cystostomy wound. One of the tests which is done in infertility cases is saline hysterography, where Foley's catheter is used. In these cases, the catheter is introduced through the cervix into the uterine cavity and the bulb is distended with 5 ml of distilled water. Next, 5 to 6 ml of distilled water is injected in the uterine cavity to distend enough to identify any pathology in the uterine cavity. Like in this case, that there is a submucous fibroid. There can be a polyp also. So these intrauterine lesions can be well identified after distension of the uterine cavity, which are likely to be missed by transvaginal sonography. Thus, this patient, if she has got infertility or recurrent abortions, then can be subjected for hysteroscopic myomectomy or polypectomy. In the same sitting, it can be done. One more test which can be combined with this is a SIAN test or sonosalpingography. Salpingography means we identify the tubal patency by injecting saline into the uterine cavity which flows through the fallopian tube. This method is done with the help of a sonography, abdominal sonography. That's why the name sonosalpingography. In these cases, the catheter is introduced through the cervix up to the level of internal os. The bulb is distended with 5 ml of saline. Next, 150 or 200 ml of saline is injected through central tubing into the uterine cavity. The saline flows into the fallopian tube, and thus there is a spillage in the peritoneal cavity in the form of collection of fluid. The tubal patency is identified with the help of a sonography probe, which is kept over the lower part of the abdomen, either in the iliac fossa or just above the pubic symphysis. There is a flow of micro bubbles through the fallopian tube, or even peristaltic movements of the tubes can be identified with the help of a sonography. Thus, it is a test which can be done without anesthesia on the OPD basis, as the catheter is flexible and the procedure is relatively painless. The same catheter can be used for repair of the vesico-vaginal fistula, especially mid-vaginal fistula. The name of the surgery is flap splitting method. In these cases, the catheter is introduced through the fistula into the bladder. The bulb is distended. When we give traction to the catheter, the edges of the fistula drag down. These edges can be identified. Next, the catheter is removed and the vaginal flap and bladder flaps are dissected and repaired. Thus, Foley's catheter bulb helps in identifying the edges of the fistula and dissection of the vaginal and bladder flaps. The uses of this Foley's catheter in obstetrics can be used for the diagnosis of cervical incompetence. In these cases of cervical incompetence, the internal os is patulous and dilated more than 7 mm or so. Here, the catheter is introduced in a non-pregnant patient through the cervix just above the internal os. The bulb is distended with 5 ml of distilled water. In cases of incompetent cervix, the catheter with the bulb, distended bulb, comes out spontaneously with a gentle traction, while in these cases, the catheter does not slip out when the cervix is normal. Foley's catheter, along with the condom, can be converted into a Chhattisgarh balloon. It is invented by a lady obstetrician from Chhattisgarh for the treatment of atonic PPH. It is very easy method, cheap also, and most effective life-saving method for control of bleeding from uterine cavity. How to convert this Foley's catheter into Chhattisgarh balloon? The original balloon of this Foley's catheter is chopped out, and at that place the condom is tied, fixed just below the tip and opening of the Foley's catheter at this level, and next at a lower level, say approximately 4 inches below. 2 rubber bands are cut off from this end of the catheter and they are fixed here to clip the condom at 2 levels and to make it watertight. This balloon is introduced into the uterine cavity through the cervix. When the balloon is distended with the saline, approximately 150 or 200 ml, it compresses the placental bed and controls the bleeding. The central tubing drains out the blood. Thus, exact amount of blood loss can be detected when this tubing is connected to a bag. Remove this Chhattisgarh balloon after 6 to 8 hours once the bleeding is controlled. This balloon can also be used during LSA surgery. Like in this patient, there was bleeding from the uterine cavity in the intra-op period. That time, this balloon was introduced through the incision line into the uterine cavity. It was distended, it compressed the bleeding site, and the bleeding was controlled within say 20 minutes or so. So in this case, you can see the bleeding has got controlled from the cavity and the incision was stitched in layers. This is how it is the easy and the best method to control the bleeding from uterine cavity in cases of atonic PPH. Any person can practice it at a remote places also, where as this method does not need anesthesia for the control of bleeding. The other method of Foley's catheter is for the use of extraovular injection of amitriptyline lactate in second trimester MTP. Should not be used for the first trimester MTP as the amniotic sac is not completely formed and it is too small for the space to inject. This amitriptyline lactate can also be injected, or prostaglandins can also be injected in the cases of anencephaly or intrauterine death where we are interested in terminating the pregnancy. The catheter is introduced up to the internal os. The bulb is distended so that the drug does not revert back or leak. Approximately 50 ml of ethacridine lactate is injected in the space between the membranes and the decidua. It causes release of prostaglandins from the decidua and induces uterine contractions. Once the patient goes into the labor, this distended balloon and catheter comes out spontaneously. Foley's catheter is also used for the ripening of the cervix where the Bishop score is poor, where the balloon is distended with 10 to 15 ml of water and it is kept in the place. This method can also be combined with the stripping of the membranes, which causes release of prostaglandin and helps for the ripening of the cervix. When the Bishop score is 6, can be converted to 8 and further she can be subjected for induction of labor. Thus, Bishop score can be improved up to 8. When the Bishop score is 8, the patient goes into the response to the oxytocin well. She can be subjected for vaginal delivery in these cases. Thus, in short, Foley's catheter can be used as a mechanical method for ripening of the cervix, induction of labor, acceleration of labor after 1 or 2 centimeter dilatation of cervix. Lastly, rarely it can also be used as a tourniquet to tie around the hand to remove the blood sample in emergency cases. Thank you so much.